if Gordon Ramsay's killed, I mean, that's it. That mecha's dead.
You can't fit in a remote control car because then it wouldn't be remote controlled.
Are you trying to tell me that an RC car is a mecha?
Well, it's not communism if it's for yourself.
Which body part do you control and why?
The crotch. Hey guys, do you want to combine? Hey guys, let's combine. Guys, come on, you know you want to combine.
In a world where isekai anime roams the earth unopposed, destroying everything in their path, only one hero can defeat the evils of lowest common denominator bullshit and restore justice to the land. Mecha anime. Donning its giant robot suit and wielding its arm cannon, sword and shield, giant drill and deadly lasers that somehow don't reach their target at the speed of light, we have to ask, what the hell is going on? Xeno, explain this mess immediately.
We're doing Notice Me Senpai about mecha? I mean, like, was that legitimately a question? This is confusing.
No, it wasn't. First question. How big is too big? Is a dumb question when it comes to mecha. Gurren Lagann has proven this. But how small is too small?
I mean, I think too small is when you can't actually physically fit in the mecha and you have to remote control it.
Does every mecha have to be piloted by someone inside that mecha?
Well, yeah, I mean, otherwise it's not a mecha, is it? It's just a remote control robot.
I mean, if you look at the definition of mecha anime, it's a bit more loose than someone has to pilot the robot.
Are you trying to tell me that an RC car is a mecha?
I mean, if it was an anime about giant remote-controlled cars...
No. You see, you've just thrown in giant.
No. Okay, I'm asking you how small is too small. I'm not going to answer that for you, but I'm saying that if they were
too small
big...
is when you can't fit in it. I can't fit in a remote control car.
You can't fit in a remote control car because then it wouldn't be remote control. That's not the issue.
But the point you're trying to say is you don't have to be in it for it to be a mecha. But my point is that with your logic, that makes a remote control car a mecha.
Yes.
But that's just bullcrap.
Mecha is just mechanical. Deal with it.
Not in Nescaflone. It's all liquid.
That's not true. They're still mechanical.
I know. Have you seen inside a Guy Maleth? Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
So, discussing the once great leader of the free world, who said it's like a goddamn Gundam about Arkwing in Warframe?
Jeff Bezos? That one guy from Gundam Wing that says it's a Gundam?
I'll preface this with rest in peace. That would be the Total Biscuit.
Wait. Total Biscuit genuinely said that Arkwing's the Gundam Wing of Warframe?
He didn't say Gundam Wing. He just said it's like a goddamn Gundam.
Okay.
We miss you. The world is not the same without you.
Now, moving on, I have to preface this by interjecting that in this case, okay, to go against Xeno's lies before about what is or isn't a mecha anime. In noted mecha anime One Punch Man, we have the noted we have the noted mecha Metal Knight, who at that point when he was introduced, people thought that he was inside the mecha, and only later is it revealed that he is not in fact inside the mecha, but it is a remote controlled robot. Does that mean it was a mecha anime before that, but then it's no longer a mecha anime? Nay, I say. It is always a mecha anime. Anyway, my question was, if you had a remote-controlled mecha of near infinite power that also cannot be traced back to you, would you use it selflessly to further the interests of humanity, or would you use it to make yourself filthy stinking rich?
Isn't it a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B? Because if I just go around and say, like, no, you can't charge the world too much electricity, too much money for electricity, that's just bettering my own wallet as well as everyone else's wallet. Like, no, your profits are too high! Make them lower! Everyone's happier. Well, apart from the fat cats. You know, I mean, they won't be as fat. But still cats.
Also, you'd be into forced redistribution of wealth as well.
You probably don't want to commit to one of the primary tenets of communism.
Well, it's not communism if it's for yourself.
Redistribute that wealth to me. But no. Like, if I could remote control the mecha, I would do it for both the betterment of mankind and my wallet. I mean, I'd have to, because otherwise how the fuck am I going to be able to afford the maintenance costs on those things? Like, if I accidentally punch something and I break the hand, I have to replace the whole fucking arm. That ain't cheap, you know.
Speaking of which, are there any common aspects of mecha design that bug you?
Yeah! Why aren't the fucking weapons mounted to the goddamn arms? Why aren't, like, you know, I don't fucking, like, why aren't there, like, knee-mounted rockets? Right? It's like, oh no, I have to pick up an actual fucking rocket launcher.
Well, okay, so can you give me some examples where that happens? Because
Evangelion, Tengen Toppenguren Lagan.
the drill is part of the arm.
No, not just, the main mech, but like all the other mechs.
Messenger is also like pick up an actual oversized huge rifle, right?
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Mobile Suit Gundam has a lightsaber.
Yeah. Gundam is definitely one of them. There's just like loads of like mecha shows. There's just like, why is this not mounted to the shoulder?
That makes sense.
I think the answer is that so they can sell more toys.
Touche. It's so that you can self-insert yourself as the Gundam.
Well, which anime has the most destructive mecha concept for how it's constructed? Like, the one that is the most destructive to create.
Okay, hear me out, right? Pacific Rim, right? How much resources do they have to put into making those mecha, right? It's just like, oh yeah, sorry, you wanted a car? Sorry, that metal has to go into that mecha over there. Oh, you wanted electricity from a nuclear power plant? Sorry, that nuclear power plant has to go into that mecha over there. Oh, you want clean drinking hydraulic fluid? Oh, well, you can't have that because that's got to go into that mecha over there.
I'll accept that answer.
All right. In noted mecha anime One Piece, there is in fact a cyborg called Frankie who has a mecha that he occasionally pilots into battle called Super Frankie. Super Frankie, like all of Frankie's tech, is fueled by Coca-Cola and has Coca-Cola themed attacks. So my question is, if you were to design a mech based on some sort of foodstuff as the primary power source, what would it be, and what sort of attacks would it enable your mecha to do?
Hear me out, right? It would be fueled by lasagna, all right? But it not by, well, it's not directly, it's like a proxy. So me constantly eating the lasagna will give me such power, such will to just make the mecha move, right? Same principles as Gurren Lagann. So instead of actually going, oh yeah, you know, like, believe in the me that believes in you, like, I will eat the lasagna that powers you. Also, the mecha will need an actual proper kitchen. So, like, you know, we'll have, like, Gordon Ramsay in there just making lasagna. And, you know, it'll be just, like, perfect. Also, the kitchen will have to have, like, shock absorbers and things. And it'll have to, like, function like a gyroscope so that it's always upright. And that it's, like, you know, if the mecha falls over, Gordon Ramsay isn't killed. Because if Gordon Ramsay's killed, I mean, that's it. That mecha's dead.
Well, that's a freaking national treasure, though, dude. Like, you can't lose him.
Exactly. So, special shock absorbers for the kitchen inside the mecha.
Since the lasagna goes into you, I dread knowing what sort of attacks this will enable the mecha to make.
Yeah, it has to be good lasagna. Can't be bad lasagna. Bad lasagna, that's the weakness of the mecha. You know, at one point in time, Gordon Ramsay's ill, and as a result, they have to get in a substitute chef. And you know, instead of making a 10-layer lasagna, it's like a 3-layer lasagna. They think that's good enough, and I just get all sad and things, and the whole thing just falls apart under its own weight.
Makes sense to me. This all makes sense to me.
As it should.
Are you a fan of anime content? Do you enjoy Notice Me Senpai? Well, it doesn't matter if you said no, because I'm going to tell you about all the ways you can help anyway. First, make sure you've hit that thumbs up button. No, really, do it. After that, make sure you share it with your weeby friends, whether it's to laugh at the jokes or just at Xeno. And finally, leave a comment telling us what you liked best. For me, it's that time the person did that thing. If you've done all that, perhaps you'd consider helping out even more by going over to patreon.com/Xenogelion, where as little as $1 can help to make sure shows like this survive no matter what YouTube might throw at it. As an editor, you'd have my personal thanks. Thanks for sticking it out through this. Let's get back to the show.
Okay, if you were to make a mecha anime, what dumb but deep-sounding thing would be the mechas? Would the mechas be a metaphor for? And you can't say your mama.
No. No. Oh dear God. Fucking Evangelion. No, I was just gonna state the state of world politics right now. So you'd actually have like the Bojo mecha versus the Putin mecha versus the Bernie mecha. It is Bernie Sanders that's the US president right now, isn't it?
No,
it's Joe Biden.
Biden bot. We call it Biden bot.
There goes communist mecha Drew again. Wishful thinking.
I'm sorry, okay? I don't know things. I make up bullshit as I go along. So yeah, there you go. You have all these like giant mecha and they just end up fighting each other. And it somehow fixes the world politics by everyone uniting over watching stupidity. It's like Colosseum fights. Gladiatorial combat with mecha.
So the exact opposite of what's happening in real life.
But it fixes it.
Isn't that just robot wars?
Yeah, see? Robot Wars brings people together. Put political leaders inside the mecha. They'll fucking start like fighting proper.
I'd watch that.
Biden bot.
So what is your least favorite attempt to bring Mecha to live action?
The only one that I know of live action attempt at a mecha was the Gundam one. Is there any others?
Well, I mean, technically, Pacific Rim is a mecha. Zords are mechas.
Was there a live action Zords?
You mean literally all of the Power Rangers?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Zoids.
I'll never forgive you.
I know, I've heard bad things of the Gundam live action. No. The worst one, right, is the second Pacific Rim movie. It's awful. So bad. I genuinely forgot it existed. It was so bad. It's just like, oh, well, we were all serious and we were like, we're playing it for reals and everything. And then they got kids involved. And they ruined everything.
Okay, so in the famous mecha anime Attack on Titan.
Oh my God.
No,
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
No, I'm not. It is a mecha anime.
Okay.
There are a couple of different named titans that have special properties. You have the armored titan, which special property is that it's armored. You have the colossal titan, which is massive and huge, and also it emits so much heat that you burn yourself if you stand close to it. There is the attacking titan, which is the one that the main character has. So my question is, if you were a titan,
okay,
what would be your specific titan powers, and like what incarnation of a titan would the Xenogelion titan be?
Okay, it would be the Bull Titan, also known as the Fat Lard Titan.
Nice.
And what it would do is it would stand at the top of a hill, and then just fall over and roll down the hill and just bust through stuff and just be a fat toe of lard. And that it's just like a bowling ball.
It sounds more useful than the Cart Titan.
Weirdly enough, it does. Also, I'm thinking that the Cart Titan's actually the weird cat bus from My Neighbor Totoro. I don't know why.
You're not entirely wrong.
Alright, you can add giant robots to any non-mecha anime. Which do you choose and why?
Oh, damn, Sean. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. How stupid would JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is, I'd say, like, correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably 11 on the stupid scale. It's just completely whacked out. Everyone's posing weirdly. The logistics behind certain attacks are just like, what the fuck's even going on right now? People just randomly take a dive. Add mecha to that, right? Come on. How could it not be ludicrously hilarious?
I mean, I can imagine giant robots doing JoJo stands.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the mecha is a stand user and you are the mecha stand?
No, you are the stand user and your stand is the mecha, right? So basically, like, people that can't perceive stands, they just see these people just floating up in the air, like sat down in the seated position, and they're just like doing like weird wobbles and shit like this. But if you could see the stand, like, you finally see why all these buildings just get completely leveled and like, what the fuck is going on?
I would argue it already is a mecha anime because you already remotely control them.
Oh my fucking God. It's not a fucking... No! I hate you so much for fucking... Like, RC cars are not mecha.
They are.
Actually, according to Wikipedia, they are.
Fuck off. Wikipedia is wrong. Tobiah, stop editing Wikipedia, goddammit.
I don't have time to do that much.
Merastius, stop editing Wikipedia, goddammit.
Never.
If Elfin Lead was a mecha, and it was a little human brain instead of a full human killing everyone, would the story be more or less depressing?
Wait, what?
So, like, I'm reducing humans to their brain and saying that there would be a brain in the mecha controlling it. Would it be more or less depressing if it was a giant mecha killing all those people and getting so bloody?
I think it would be more depressing. Like, just all these people just wildly just getting murderized and stuff.
The correct term at that point would be tenderized, I believe.
Tenderize, vaporize. Yeah, no, I think that'd be like even worse because all of a sudden, like, you just got these giant robots that are just walking around, and all of a sudden, people just die everywhere. I'm like,
It's also a hot anime girl, which makes her morally gray, and that makes us feel more sad.
oh my god, it's a hot anime mecha.
Nice. Now, in noted mecha anime Kill la Kill, and I'm not actually gonna talk about the main characters and their power suits.
No. Pump the brakes here, right? Pump the brakes. Where is the mecha in Kill la Kill?
We'll get to it. We talked before about, the whole distinction of like power suits, are they mechas and stuff? But no. Later on in the show, we get the scene with the members of Nudist Beach entering their mechs, the Dotonbori Robos, which are mechs that are designed in such a way that you have to be naked and sitting basically doggy style to pilot it. So my question to you would be, if you were to design a mech where you have to sit in as compromising of a position as possible in order to pilot it, how would you design it?
I've got to ask, right? Okay. Have any of you asked about Darling in the Franxx?
I mean, I asked to confirm that you'd watched it when we were discussing it before.
I have been focusing on the more famous mecha animes and tried to avoid the obscure stuff that no one would know about anyway.
Right, okay. So I think it's about high time for some equality here. I think it should be, when women have to have specific checkups and they have to put their legs in stirrups. I'm thinking that for the men. That's how they have to pilot it.
Nice. And upside down.
Yes. But the straps are like, they're 5-point straps, so they go in places that you don't want them to.
So we're saying that the dangly jewels are going to get caught up in your strap.
Yes. So it's like, dear God, who the fuck came up with this design? They need to be shot.
Xeno did.
Yeah, and I probably would have been. Equality!
Well, after a successful day of destroying kaiju, making sounds in the vacuum of space, and turning the world into orange juice, our hero, the mecha anime, rides off into the sunset, and then continues in a straight line right into the actual sun.
What the fuck?
It's beautiful. Also, Ratatouille is a mecha anime.
Oh, dear God.